What's juicy? So there's a few things that I really want to talk about, okay? Let's start off with this whole Chris Brown saying that he wants to go on tour with Rihanna, Beyonce, and Bruno Mars. So this is what I don't get personally. Like, why everybody is pissed off because this dude said he wanted to go on tour with them. Like, what? Like, what? Like, I mean, I done seen videos coming at Chris talking about like, oh, he needs to leave Rihanna alone, and like he beat Rihanna, he did this, he did that. People leaving comments like everywhere when you see these posts and stuff like, yo, like, he's a woman beater, he don't need to be around Rihanna, I bet you he'll hit her again, like, you know, say mad crap. And so when Chris had made his tweet, he said he wanted to go on tour with Beyonce, Bruno Mars, and Rihanna. And he said, but if I'm not included, then I still want credit for it. You know, and for me, like, I personally think that if they went on tour, that would be one hell of a dope tour because first off, Beyonce is freaking talented as hell. Like, you know you coming for a show when you go see B, okay? And then Bruno Mars, like, blowing up and could sing, and he got some hits. Chris Brown, like, bruh, is the show. He is like, he comes and he gonna give you a show. Like, he show out. And then Rihanna, like, she has some really good songs. Like, she has some major hit songs. And all these people, fan base is like really big and really strong. So I think as a business aspect, like, that would be dope. Like, you know how much money they would make, even though it would cost us a whole lot of money, but it would be like a great business aspect and money maker for them. So I am confused to why people are tripping and why they feel like, the only thing is, like, if it wasn't Chris Brown in it, like, if he just said, oh, you know what would have been a dope tour, it would be Rihanna, Bruno, and Beyonce. Everybody would be cool with it. But because Chris said that he wanted to do with the tour with them, like, it's all this negative stuff coming back. And that's why I feel like he put, even if it's not including me, I still want credit, you know, like, because he knew that by him saying that, people were going to come and they're going to say some negative stuff and they're going to feel some type of way. Like, I mean, I immediately started saying, oh, he must have been drunk when he tweeted that. Like, why he got to be drunk just because he tweeted that, you know? And why is everybody still focusing on something that happened 9 years ago? Like, it was 9 freaking years ago, okay? Why are we still talking about how Chris Brown beat Rihanna? Like, we all know that happened. Like, okay, we moved on, she moved on. Nobody's talking about that. Like, you know, they're not talking about it. They're not thinking about it. They're trying to move on. They're trying to live life. They're trying to be happy. Why is it that when it's concerning Chris, like, people are so pressed about constantly bringing up the past? Like, it's like literally like people want him to walk around every single day with his head down like, oh, I beat Rihanna. I beat Rihanna. I can't be happy. I can't smile. Because right after, like, when he was doing his community service and he posted a picture, like, he was smiling and people was like, oh, he ain't taking what he did seriously. He needs to be in jail. He this, that, and the other. Like, wait, what? Like, you really expect this man not to be able to smile and be happy or live life? Like, you want to sit and constantly bring up somebody's flaws? Like, you're not perfect either. You do stuff. The Bible talks about no sin being greater than another. So why the heck are you trying to be so judgmental about something that happened? And plus, you guys wasn't even there at the end of the day. Like, he told his side of the story. Rihanna said her side of the story. Okay, whatever. There's always two sides to a story. According to them, they both have a history of violence. You know, the abuse went both ways. So, excuse me, guys. I just, like, had a cold and, like, I don't know. Like, I've been thirsty a lot. But, like, the abuse went both ways. And, like, you can't put the blame all specifically on one person, you know? Like, why is it so hard for people to give credit to where it's due? Like, I've heard people say, like, oh, that song wasn't even that great. Like, it's not even all that. But the reason you felt that way is because it's a Chris Brown song. Now, let's say Drake had that was Drake's song. You'd be like, hey, like, that was a hit. Like, yes, we about to turn up. I love that song. You know, he killed it. But it's because it's Chris Brown's song, you don't want to like the song. Like, you go, oh, it's not all that good. Or Chris Brown is not even that good of a dancer. Like, today, I read a post, and it was like, it was talking about Beyonce and Chris Brown. And because it was like, why is there so much Chris Brown hate or whatever? Like, he could do this, but can Beyonce do that? And it was like Chris doing a front flip, and it was like on beat. And then like people was coming, it was like, oh, how dare you sit here and try to compare Beyonce to Chris Brown? Like, he's not even on her level. And then they tried to bring up a picture where Rihanna, I mean not Rihanna, but Beyonce did a flip, and it was clearly a string hanging down where she flipped over, you know? But like, they all was like, well, he's nothing compared to Beyonce vocally, and you know, Beyonce could do a show for 2 hours straight in heels and do this and do that, and you know, still be able to sing, and Chris can't do that. And you know, it's just like you're comparing these two people, and it's like, why? Okay, like, I love Beyonce, like I do, but her fans are the most annoyingest fans ever. Her and Rihanna have the most annoyingest fans ever. Like, people, it's so hard for people to give credit to where it's due. Like, okay, you gonna get you a damn show with Chris Brown, okay? If Chris Brown wasn't that great of a singer or that good of a dancer, first off, hella people would not be calling Chris Brown, asking for Chris Brown to be on their freaking track. You know how many times these people literally call Chris Brown up and like hoping that this dude would help their career because their career failed, and by throwing a Chris Brown on the track, it's an instant hit, like it's an instant banger. You know, people are instantly going to love this song because Chris Brown is on it. Chris Brown hands a lot of these people careers. He helped these people's careers out a lot. I'm not saying Beyonce or Rihanna or Bruno, but like a lot of these artists, like they depend specifically on Chris Brown. So that's why they hit him up. And they always feel the need to like, hey, let's throw Chris Brown on this track. Oh, Chris, what vocals would be dope on this? Because they know Chris is going to help them out. Chris has a dope fan base, and people are always going to support him, and they always know to expect a banger when it comes to Chris Brown. Okay? Like, I don't know. It just makes me cringe. Like, people don't know how to give credit to where it's due. I personally think that tour would be dope, okay? If I had money like that to spend, I would go to the freaking tour, okay? But I don't understand. Somebody comment, let me know. Like, do you feel the same way I feel? Because I'm just saying, that's how I feel. Katie Kyle, I was rooting for you, boo. I was rooting for you. Like, I am so disappointed in Katie Kyle, aka Parker McKenna Posey. Like, I like her. You know, I've been following her on Instagram for a long time. But it's like, now she's with Chris, and she keeps sitting here, and Chris sells. And she literally keeps saying that they're not together, that she's single, you know, but there's videos and all this stuff of you guys so cuddled up. And to me, like, this makes her look like a thought. Like, oh, I'm so sorry. Like, I just don't want to say it, but it does make her look like a thought. Because, like, first off, before Chris came along, Chris Skye'S came along, there was a whole nother dude in her Snapchats and that she was hanging out with and cuddled up with and all that, and now she's with this dude. Like, huh? Like, how is he gonna benefit you? Like, what are you? I honestly feel like he is using her for fame. He is using her for attention, and soon as somebody else better or prettier than her comes along, he's gonna drop her in a heartbeat. And Parker, like, you then seeing this man publicly humiliate his wife, okay? All took place like on YouTube. I know you heard the stories. I know you seen the videos, and you know, everybody constantly talking about this. Like, he cheated on Queen multiple times on many different occasions, and she was willing to stick with him. And everybody, like, we don't know what Queen did, and she's probably did her share of dirt too, but he publicly humiliated her multiple times on many different occasions. He played his wife, okay? What the hell you think you got coming? Like, girl, what the hell? Why are you downgrading to someone who is a no life, who's not going to benefit you, you know, who's not? And then, oh my gosh, the video where he tells her, oh, for Valentine's Day, don't wear nothing. The fuck? Do you know if a dude said that to me and I only know him for like 2 minutes? Bye. I am out the door. I am done. There is no you, me, or nothing, okay? You just blew all chances of ever being with me at that point. So deuces. So really, like, Parker, if you do show up and you don't have nothing on and you let some man sit here and talk to you like that, like, that shows what kind of person you are. Like, you know, like, you're not desperate. You're a pretty girl. You can find any dude here, somebody who is not using you, because it is so clear. Like, as much as this dude is snapping you and constantly like vlogging you, it's because he's trying to show you off and trying to have you help him get some type of attention because his channel ain't popping now that him and Queen is over. Apparently, rumor has it that Kylie Jenner stole Justine Skye'S man. And this is why none of us been seeing them hanging out together anymore. Like, remember a year ago, we used to see them together all the time. They were supporting each other, going to each other's events and stuff like that. But it all stopped once Travis Scott and Kylie Jenner started dating. And fans started putting two and two together, especially once they started dating and she got pregnant. Like, what happened? You know, people went back and found old clips of interviews of Justine Skye where people was asking her, so what's up with you and Travis Scott? Are you guys dating? What's good? And she says the same thing that every celebrity says. Oh, we're cool, you know, we just hanging, we chilling, you know. Right there, we know you're dating, okay? When you say that, that means you're dating. We're not stupid. So now all of a sudden, Kylie dates him and they're no longer friends anymore, and then she gets pregnant and have his baby, you know, and it doesn't even stop there, okay? Like, there is also stories that Travis Scott and Kendall Jenner dated at one point. Like, they were hooking up. And apparently there's an article that I seen where it was like, Travis was said that, who was somewhere in our house? Travis Scott said that Kylie was better than Kendall in bed or whatnot. Like, what? And they said that's the reason that Kendall wasn't there for the birth of Stormy, was because it's uncomfortable for her to be there because this dude not only smashed her, but her sister, you know? So to me, like, Kylie, why the hell did you do that? Like, that is against girl code, you know? Like, you don't do that. And it makes me question, like, what the heck her friend Jordan has coming for her. You know, is that her name? Jordan? Jordy, her best friend. Like, what she has coming for her, because she's her best friend, you know? And she done already betrayed one of her friends, but her sister too. Like, it just, see, Kylie, like, it just proves, like, people right about you, you know? Like, people try so hard to like you. I, like, kind of like you, you know? Like, I kind of like you. But you making it hard because you do shady stuff like that, you know? Like, who does that? Like, I'm sorry. I just really can't with you right now, Kylie. Like, I'm just highly disappointed. That is against girls' code. We don't do that. You don't sleep with your best friend's ex, okay? You don't sleep with your sister's ex. You don't go around smashing a homie, you know? Like, we don't do that. Like, keep your legs closed, girl. Keep it closed, okay? You can't go around sleeping with everybody. Well, that is all I have to say, so y'all let me know in the comments what y'all think. And until next time, peace.